Hey guys, making money with Gary. Today is Sunday, August 25th, 2024. I'm in front of the house. I'm in the front yard. I've been out here picking for a little over 2 hours, and I picked 5 pounds, and it comes out to approximately $125 worth because I do give extra. So I picked $125 worth today. And besides that, I sold today 277 gross in Longleaf pine needles. Plus, I sold books. I did not calculate the vintage books. I'm just showing you the pine needle end of the deal. But I also sold some vintage books today. Now, today between 12 a.m. and 1 p.m., I sold 3 2-pound orders. And in my pocket from each one of those 2-pound orders, $50 goes. So that's $150 in my pocket for them 3 2-pound orders. And then one 1-pound order, and 27 goes in my pocket for that. So in my pocket today is $177. And that's between 12 a.m. and 1 p.m. Now I still can make more today. That's from the Longleaf pine needles. Now the gross was 70 times 3, 210, and 40, 250. So I grossed 250 in Longleaf pine needles. And I sold 177 in Longleaf pine needles. I also sold some vintage books. I did not add them up. I don't know exactly what I sold. They're all over the board, the different prices. So I didn't calculate them into this video. I'll do a video at another time, and I'll do the books. But right now I'm doing the Longleaf pine needles. I sell vintage books and I sell Longleaf pine needles. And normally what I'll sell in a month is I sell 100 pounds or more of Longleaf pine needles, and at $27 a pound average. And the books I sell, I move 100 books a month, and that's between $30 and $35 a book. That's the average over a year period of time. And the books, now in my store, I have a store on a site, Etsy. It's E as in Eddie, T as in Tom, S as in Sam, and Y as in yarn. That's how you spell it. And on this site, I have over 1,900 items. It's down now, I have to build it up again. And I sell on that site, I sell the Longleaf pine needles, and I sell vintage books. Vintage books that I go out and buy in thrift stores. And I go out in the thrift stores and I buy these books for $1 or 50 cents each, and I'll sell them for $20, $200, $50, depending on what they're worth. I have gotten books that were signed by the president. I have gotten books that were signed by the president's wife, past presidents. I had books that were signed by famous people, plenty of books, and I sold them. And I get some religious books that are very old, and I sell them. I get first editions, second editions, first printings, second printings. I get fiction books. I get books on history. I get books on everything. And I buy them and sell them, and I make money doing it. I average around $3,000 or $3,500 a month with the books. With the Longleaf pine needles, I average around $2,700 a month. Now, there have been months where I sold 150 pounds, and I do that once in a great while. And it's coming more and more because my customer base has been building more and more over the 4 years. So now I have a larger customer base. I have people that will buy 10 pounds once a month. I have people that buy 15 pounds once a month. I mean, I have people all over the board, every state. I have people that buy them from California. I have people buy them Arizona, Oklahoma, Texas, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Vermont, Connecticut, Mass, all over the place. Florida, Oregon, Delaware, just all the states. I have people buy them. I have people buy them right here, South Carolina, North Carolina. So I sell a lot of books. I mean pine needles and books. I sell a lot of books and pine needles, and everything gets sent everywhere. Pine needles, I have some big customers out in California that buy large amounts, and I have a few in the Midwest, in Arizona and them states that they buy large amounts. I think they have stores. I'm not sure, but anyway, here's what I have. I'm trying to show you in the bag. If you look down, you can see the bag's about almost more than halfway full, and right here is $5 handful. Right here is a $5 handful, a couple ounces, 3 ounces maybe. $5 handful. Now, I throw that in the bag, and the whole bag is, that whole bag is $125. And I've been out here 2.5 hours picking them. And this is what I do, guys. And I sell them for $27 a pound. People buy them for crafts. They make baskets. They weave all kinds of stuff, and they sell the stuff, and they make good money. They make fantastic money. The Indians, the American Indians, have been using these for hundreds and hundreds of years. And they weave stuff with these Longleaf pine needles. And people try to replicate a lot of them things, and people make a lot of things with these and sell them for good amounts of money. So when they're paying $27 a pound off of me, at $27 worth of pine needles, you know, plus shipping and everything, they might turn around and make thousands. I don't know what they make. They might make hundreds, but they're making a lot of money. So for them to buy these pine needles to make whatever they make, it's like me, if I'm going to build dog houses and I buy lumber to build dog houses and sell them, I'm making money. Of course I'm going to make money. I'm going to do it where I'm going to make money. Otherwise I'm not going to do it. And it's the same thing with the people that buy the Longleaf pine needles. They make stuff and they sell it and they make good money. And for them to buy them off of me for the little bits of money they pay, you know, which other people would think that's crazy, that's a lot of money, but it's not. You know, I buy books. I buy these books. I'll go to a store, I'll pay 50 cents, $1 for a book. That same book, I'll put it up on the internet and I'll sell it for $50. Sell it for $20. Might be a rare book. Might be a nothing book and I'll get $10 for it. But hey, I took $1. And after shipping and everything, I got $10 in my pocket. So that's 10 times what I started with. And if I buy a book for $1 and I sell it for $50, that's 50 times my investment. All right, I had to sit on the book for 2 months, 3 months, but the money came back. It came back multiplied. So it's worth it. It's very easy to sell books. All you have to do is know very low bit, and you can Google everything, and you can write down the condition, look at the book, look at the condition, make sure the book is clean, make sure the pages are clean, make sure it's in good condition or real good condition. Read out what the conditions are. Go to a site like eBay and look at all the different conditions and look at your book and see what kind of condition you think that book's in, and then you put down what condition it's in. And be honest with the people. If there's a ripped dust jacket, forget the dust jacket. Look at the book under the dust jacket. If the book's like brand new and the dust jacket's beat up, you could put that. You put, look, the book is in brand new condition. The dust jacket is only in good condition. And book collectors understand all this. First edition, second edition, first printing, second, signed, not signed. Gift message in the beginning, Happy Christmas, blah, 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 whatever it has in it, write that down. Take a lot of pictures, show them the book. People get to trust you. People leave feedback. Over time, you're going to sell over and over. You're going to do good. It takes time to build that up too. Here's an apple tree. I planted this apple tree 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And I put it here in a shady spot. And I figured once it gets big, I'm going to other stuff down around it, but it ain't really getting big yet, so I'm gonna wait. So I'm just showing you. I'm just walking around here. So yeah, I pick right here. Look at the big branches that fell off the trees here. So I pick right here. That's what I do. I come out here and I pick longleaf pine needles. There's one here laying in the grass. There's another one. There's two of them right here. They're nice light brown. They're good. I don't pick them like this. It'd take me forever. I grab handfuls and pull them through my hands. It's very hot. It is hot. Oh boy. All right. So look, our property goes way down here a ways, and it goes back in these woods a ways. It goes way back behind the house, a couple 100 feet. So it goes back, goes over, goes back, goes that way a ways. So it's nice. It's off the main road. We don't hear noise. It's quiet back here. We do have a lot of doggies that bark a lot. But so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm showing you how to make money. I was out here 2.5 hours, made $125. Where can you walk out your front door? Where can you walk out your front door and make $125 in 2 hours, 2.5 hours? Okay, I got to soak them in the sink. Got to put them out in the backyard to dry when they're bundled. And I put them back in the house in a bag, all bundled, and I sell them. My ads are already up on the site. I just keep throwing up new ones every time I accumulate more. And I keep selling, keep moving. You know, I have 10 2-pound orders ready. I have 5 1-pound orders, 5 3-pound orders, 5 3.5-pound orders, whatever. And then as they sell, it goes down, down, down. And then all of a sudden, I got one left. Then before it runs out, I'll go back in there and I'll change my thing. I'll put that I have 4 left or something, or 5 left. You know, as I keep picking, and I say, okay, I got enough to fill 5 in them orders or whatever. And I put 5 in every one, or 10 in every one. Whatever I feel comfortable, what I have. If I have 20 pounds if I have 20 pounds in my stockpile, I am good. I'm good to, I'm all right for a day, a couple days. As long as I keep that stockpile at 5 pounds, I am good. I'm going to keep selling, keep making money. That's what I do. And you could do it too. You could sell longleaf pine needles. Anybody could do it. Just look on the internet, see what people are selling them for, see what length they are, what different lengths. People sell them 8 inches long, 10 inches long. I sell the longest possible, and I look for the longest possible. But if for some reason the area you're in, you're only going to get them 10 inches long, people will buy them. You might have to sell them cheaper or something. People will buy them. Look and see what they go for. You could sell them. You know, I've been doing this for a while. And the main thing is I try to mail them out as quick as possible, and I always try to have a stockpile where I'm always keep my customer base covered. I don't want people to not be satisfied, so that's what I do. And you can do it too. And if you can't do this for some reason, there's no longleaf trees around, do the books, do the vintage books, watch my videos, learn. Learn. I learned all this stuff. I wasn't always selling on the internet. I did a million different things. Everything I did, I succeeded in, more or less, because I stayed with it. There were only certain things I didn't. I'll tell you what, I had an HVAC business. I really didn't like that. I had it for 10 years. I made super money. It was a very stressful business. People always think you're ripping them off and stuff, and I'm glad I got out of that business. Now, I had a mason business a long time ago. That work I appreciate. It was very hard work, and I did that in my younger years, and I made good money. And it was a very good business. And I could always look back and see what I did. But you know, it was time for me to move on. I was getting older and the work was very strenuous. And I did that for a good amount of time. And hey, some people will stay with one job and one thing and they'll do that their whole lives. And that's what they do. Me, I bounced around. I was doing this, I was doing it. I did so many different things. Even, like you watch some of my videos and you'll hear me say I worked in this place, that place. Believe me, I worked in 10 other places I didn't mention. I worked construction. I used to go from job site to job site. They would send us out to all different job sites. I've done so many different things. And because I've done so many different things, I drove a tractor trailers all over the place. I have a lot of life experience. I have a lot of life experience doing manual labor and doing physical work. I have a lot of life experience. And I've done a lot of things. I could build anything. I could fix anything. Electrical. I went to school for all electrical. I could do anything electrical, from fixing a computer to just about anything. I mean, yeah, direct current, alternating current. You know, I worked on boards and stuff and worked on equipment where I had to fix stuff. Not only in HVAC, but in other trades. I've done a lot of different things. I mean, do I want to do it now at the age I'm at? Do I want to be working on a car, changing brakes? Do I want to be, you know, ripping out a CPU for a stove or something because it's burnt out and putting a new one in? It costs me $400 for the board. And now maybe it come down in price. No, I don't want to do none of that stuff. Did I do it? Yeah, I did all that stuff. I did everything. So I like this. It's a no-brainer. The books is a no-brainer. Anybody can learn books very quickly. I mean, yeah, you're going to learn as you go, but you could learn the basics where you could get around. And business, you can learn business. You learn your wording and stuff, how to advertise, how to sell. And you can do it. Anybody could do it. And in today's world, you know, I didn't grow up with a computer years ago. We didn't have computers. We had a pen and pencil, paper. That was it. And you went out and you learned, you did stuff. There was no nail guns where you shoot nails through a gun. You went up on a roof, you're putting shingles on a roof. 3 nails per shingle, 4 nails per shingle. You can go up there with it. You know, some of these nail guns, the high pressure, they'll shoot right through the roof. If the, you know, the wood's a little weak underneath. We didn't have none of that stuff. I used to do roofing. I go up there and nail the shingles on. I cut the shingles, the valleys, everything. Now they have all kinds of stuff where they have things that bring the shingles right up the ladder. We used to carry them up. 60-pound bundles, timberline bundles, all that stuff. I did all that. Mason work, hundreds of pounds of concrete, raking it with a rake. And I did all this stuff. Laying block. I did it. I've done it. Building decks, woodwork, building stuff. I did everything. I mean, of course, I'm still learning. You're always learning in life. But I'm saying I did a lot of physical work over the years. You know. All right. I don't know why I'm rambling on about all this stuff. But hey, guys, making money with Gary. I'm just telling you, if you're in your 60s, if you're in your 50s, if you're ready to like kick out of the workforce and try to do something and sell stuff online, what you got to do is do it slowly. If you're working somewhere and you're like, you know, I'm about done. I got my time in. I know I'm going to get my Social Security when I reach the age, and I'm about done and I need a break. Well, don't quit right away. Keep trying to sell stuff online and build up a little platform, build something up, be nice to your customers. Once you get making money and you feel comfortable, you're making enough to live on, then you could give up your job. And always leave your jobs on good terms. Don't leave on bad terms. Always leave on good terms. You know, and you'll always be able to come back. Be nice to the people. And give them a little advance, but make sure you're making money and you're covered. All right, guys. I've went into so many. I went into businesses. I had businesses where I left jobs and I went into my own business plenty of times, and it was scary. It's scary stuff. And I've done it. And yeah, selling stuff on the internet. Now, if you're an older guy in your 60s, you're collecting as Social Security, and you're getting $1,000 to $1,500 a month or whatever, and it's like, I need some more money. I got to pay my bills. I got to, do this. You don't have to make a lot. I mean, if you're making what I'm making, you're gonna have to pay it all back, unless you're over 67. If you're over 67, you could collect your Social Security and you could make as much as you want. You will have to pay taxes on what you make, but you'll still get your Social Security check. Now, if you're younger, if you're under 67 but retired and collecting Social Security, and you start making $50,000 a year or something on the internet, you're gonna have to pay it all back. So you'll learn as you go. You'll learn, but it don't matter. Once you reach 67, you'll be able to collect and get Social Security. Now, if you're only making a little bit on the internet, like 20,000, 24,000, after expenses, and you're collecting Social Security, then you could collect your full amount, and you can sell stuff. But once you sell over whatever the government amount is, you're gonna have to pay all your Social Security back dollar per dollar, however they do it. I don't know exactly how they do it, but that's how it works. So if you're like me, you're making over $50,000 a year, you're gonna have to pay it all back probably if you're under 67. So I'm just giving you, letting you know. Now, if you want to stay small, have 500-600 items up online, and only striving to make 20,000 a year or something, then you could keep collecting right on up. And then when you're 67, when you turn 67, you'll be able to make as much as you want and collect whatever your benefits are. Whatever you paid in. Now me, I worked a long time I worked a lot of different places. I got a lot of, I put a lot of time in. So I'm all right, I'm covered. But all right, guys, so you could do it. And if you're a young person, young in your 20s, 30s, whatever, always remember, always try to build up your retirement. Always try to build that up. Where whatever it is, I mean, you work for the post office and you're in a union or something. I think you need 10 years in the union to be eligible to collect when you retire 50 years from now or whatever. But if you put your 10 years in at the post office, or your 12 years, whatever it is, and you're still like 30 years old or 40 years old, and you got 20-something years more to go before you're going to retire, but you're going to have that that money and that pension. So, you're covered there. And with Social Security, once you get 10 years and working anywhere, 10 full years, you'll be eligible for Social Security. They always go by the 10 best years what you made. So the more you pay in, the more you're going to collect. The Social Security. I don't think they're ever going to do away with it. I hear them saying that. But if you do the math and you figure all the people that pass away before they ever collect it, they ever reach the age to retire. People die in car accidents, die of cancer, die of whatever. They die of different things. People just do. And when you think of that, and you think all them people that paid in all that money, where did all that money go? Where does it go? I don't know. All right, that's another subject. I don't want to jump off the page here. But if you're older, you're in your 50s, 60s, and you want to do something to make a little money to cover your bills, a little extra money, try it. If you can't do this, try something else. Try growing plants and selling them online. Try something. I'm sure there's something you do. I mean, watch my videos. You'll get some good ideas. I come up with some fairly good ideas. And just keep plugging in. All right, my friends. Making money with Gary. I'm in front of the house. Today is August 25th, 2024. All right, over and out.